We are going to Paris.
We made it. What's happening, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. On today's episode we're going to be exploring the city of love, Paris. So my dad says speed is your friend, but less for mountain biking, and that applies for today's episode because we're going to try and visit Paris in under 6 hours. Let's see if it's possible. So we've made it to our first destination, and this is called Sacré-Cœur. It's actually a Roman Catholic church that was built in 1990. It looks well older than what it actually is. This is 101 years old. Now this is actually dedicated to the Sacred Heart of Jesus. It's actually the second most popular monument in Paris. Now even though it's during the COVID pandemic, this is very busy. It's actually more busier than the sites that we saw last week in London. You've got people sitting down there, people there, people just chilling. It's actually much busier than we thought. There's no social distancing on the metros either. It's like it.
One thing is everyone is actually wearing the mask in the underground, which is good.
That is true, but there's no social distancing in between anyone, so just different cultures, I guess. So the way that we're getting around Paris today is via the metro. If we're here for the full day, we probably would have hired a scooter so we could zip around the Parisian streets. Because we're only here for such a short time before we can get to bed, we are just doing the metro. It's relatively cheap and simple to explain, and the metro goes all across Paris, so you can't actually go wrong. So you got this bit here, €3.80 per us for one trip, so it's not too bad. So we are in the heart of Paris now, going to the Arc de Triomphe. My French is very bad. Now this is the most famous monument in Paris, and we're also going to see what Paris is like during lockdown. Now the French government has stated that they're in lockdown till the 15th of June. It's currently the 6th. And by the standards we've been living in London, this is much busier. Everyone's out and about, like it's just normal life. So we're going to see what the most famous monuments and sites of Paris are like. So we've made it to the most famous monument in Paris, which is the Arc de Triomphe, and as you can see behind me, it is massive. I'm not too sure if the GoPro can actually show you the size of this because I can't zoom in, but it's probably one of the biggest monuments for like a roundabout I have seen. Now this is actually closed due to the COVID-19 crisis, so we can't go to the tour, or we can't actually go over to the other side and get better photos or videos, unfortunately. It was founded back in 1806 and it wasn't completed until 1836, so it took 30 years to build this. And you can see why, like it is just a massive monument of Paris, and the traffic here is insane. It reminds me of Asia and Hanoi. There's no rules, it's just an organized mess and everyone's just flowing in between each other, and it's just their normal way of life, so they're used to it. So we have just come to this cafe just on the side of one of these streets. You got the Arc de Triomphe, what's it called?
Arc de Triomphe.
You got the Arc de Triomphe just behind us here. So we just topped off here for some snack lunch. And we've got a meat platter here, which is not bad. We've got some prosciutto, I'm assuming, some salami, chorizo, some rank blue cheese. Revolting. Absolutely great. Yeah, that one. And then they gave us like enough bread to feed like a whole community here. So we're going to devour this down before we head on to our next destination. We just finished our lunch from a little restaurant just around the corner there. It was a little bit touristy. It cost €20 for a meat platter as well as a croissant. Now it wasn't the greatest, but it did fill us up. It was more Mediterranean. You had something from Spain, the chorizo, you had Italian prosciutto, as well as a French baguette and some brie. So it was a bit of a Mediterranean meat platter. Right now we're actually in Champs-Élysées. I don't know, I'll put the subtitles here so you guys can see. Now this is a shopping district of Paris and it's very busy. I mean, for me it's just another street with many shops down here. It's nothing special, but I guess it's one of...
Cool, because you actually have these restaurants and bars and you can just sit outside. So on nice days you can enjoy actually.
The information's out of the street, like all the other streets in Paris, they've all got seats outside of restaurants. If you're into your shopping, then 100% come down here. You've got the Louis Vuittons, you've got the Chanel's, the Tiffany's, all these designer places here. And the building architecture is not bad, but you'll see this everywhere in Paris anyway. So, I mean, if you're into shopping, come here. But if you're not, then you probably just say you've been here and then go to the next destination that Paris has to offer. We are now in a traditional French bakery and we're going to pick up a croissant. So we just picked up 2 croissants for our breakfast in the morning, or as I say here, croissant. So this has cost €1.10 each, so €2.20, it's not bad. We're going to munch these down for the breakfast. We've made it to the Eiffel Tower, as you can see behind me here. It's one of the most iconic structures in the world. It was built in 1889. Now this was meant to get destroyed after 20 years as it made the Paris city look ugly. However, in the 1900s, the French naval team put a radio on the top and it's been kept ever since. So now we've checked out the Eiffel Tower. We're going to our last destination for today, and that is the Louvre. We're going to check that out now. Unfortunately, it's closed and we don't have enough time to go in anyways, but it's got that fancy triangle in front of it that we're going to check out. Have we get some nice photos and some nice shots. That's it guys, that's Paris for you. We managed to see most of the sites within 6 hours, which I think is not too bad. We are pretty tired now, so we're going to try and find a place for dinner and then relax at the hotel before heading to Milan early in the morning tomorrow. Paris is not really in lockdown, like it's actually worse than London. Yes, you have to wear masks on the transportation, but there's no social distancing. All the restaurants are open, there's nothing really enforced for the lockdown. We're going to check out Italy now and see what their restrictions are like.